Hi friends, my name is Shannon. I am your host here on Ladies of Purpose TV. I'm so glad that you're joining us here tonight. Looking forward to doing some cafe chats with you and some Bible studies and just a lot of different things we're going to be talking about here on this channel. So looking forward to get to know you. Please give me a thumbs up and say hello below. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you could also let me know how many children you have. That would be fun to know how many children you have. So I am a homeschool mama of 6. I have 6 babies. And they are all a blessing. They're a lot of fun. We just have a great time together. And tonight I'm going to share with you 10 tips for new mamas out there. So if you're a new mama, listen up. I hope this brings forth some encouragement to you, just to share some tips with you. When I started off having children, my husband and I, we got married at 19. We've been married 19 years. And honestly, I just was not sure how good of a mom I was going to be. I really thought I was going to be probably not that good of a mom, because my example as a mother, the example I had looking up to growing up wasn't a very good one. So as a mom, like, that scared me. I didn't want to let my children down. I didn't want to let my husband down. I didn't want to be a failure in this whole department of being a new mom. And I will say that my husband was just amazing in encouraging me in that. And he's just like, oh, honey, you're going to be a great mom and you're a great wife and you're going to do a great job. But that didn't always give me encouragement. I didn't always believe what I was hearing. Like, I had to see for myself, and I had to learn to practice these new things with my children on patience. I don't know if anybody knows what that word is, but as a mom, you learn a lot about patience really quick. And you learn too not to pray for patience, because it just seems like every little thing pushes your button, and so it can be super frustrating. And for myself, I like to be in control of things. I like to know what's going on, and so if I'm not in control of something, it really stresses me out. And I have a little bit of perfectionism, okay, maybe a lot. And so as a perfectionistic person, someone that likes to be in control of things, I have 6 babies. So, and I love my babies. And just to let you know, my babies are from age 5 all the way up to soon, my oldest will be 16. So, and I still call them all my babies, because they're my babies. I love it. So here's the 10 things that I would love to share with new mamas here today. And number 1 is to stay prayed up. Whenever you're feeling weak and you're not really sure what you're doing, just pray the Lord, just give it all to Him, and Jesus will carry you through this. I promise you. I have been there time and time again. I have been there weeping before the Lord on our homeschool journey, and just with parenting, especially those toddler years. I tend to be more natural with teenagers. When it comes to toddlers and not having much sleep and exhaustion, it really took a toll on my body. But there was such precious memories made with all of my babies, even in the middle of the night with 6 sick little ones. Such a fabulous time to pray with them, to pray over them, to just thank the Lord for all your blessings and thank the Lord for this beautiful time. And so I prayed a lot. I still pray a lot. Prayer in changing diapers is a tip someone gave me a long time ago. I think it was right before I had my firstborn. I think it was my sister-in-law. She said, Shannon, one thing that I learned was that you can pray and praise Jesus while you're changing those diapers. And I'm like, amen, sister. Yes, you can. Changing baby's diapers, nursing your baby, bottle feeding your baby, being up in the middle of the night, raising your children, you are serving the Lord. Okay, so you want to serve your children and your family as you're serving the Lord, because you're raising godly men and women for Him, and so that is so important. So please don't ever underestimate your gifts that you have. And it has been a struggle for myself as an entrepreneur, as someone that is very leadership oriented, that likes to be involved in things. We've been involved in many things in church and in leadership positions. I've done speaking engagements, all different kinds of things. But at the end of the day, my children they matter. They're the only thing I can take with me to heaven is my loved ones, my husband and my children. And so if we don't invest there first, we can't really save the world or do anything else, because that's a huge investment. So just want to encourage you in that tonight. Just tonight, my 15-year-old was in my office, and I was joking because I was doing some coaching with him, and I told him, I said, yeah, your hour's up now. My office is closed. And so it's just kind of neat. We just have a really good relationship, and we talk about everything. So that's the type of relationship I want to have, and I pray I have with all 6 of my children. But just want to share that with you today. So keep prayed up. Number 2, it is so hard as a mom to take care of yourself. And that is something that I have gone through seasons where I take care of myself better than other times. Looking back, being a mom of almost 16 years, you know, I have had seasons where I work out more. I have dieted so much that I'm still working on that one. I do really well for 4 or 5 months, and then I get exhausted and then don't eat well. And then I'm at that stage right now where I have to pick up the healthy helm of eating, you know, good foods again, because I feel much better. But taking care of yourself, and it could be just getting sleep, and that is one thing I regret. That's probably the only thing I regret with raising my babies, is I had 6 babies within a 10-year span. Okay, guys, that's a lot of pregnancy and nursing. So 60 months of nursing and 60 months of being pregnant, because I'm pregnant about 10 months per kid. And I don't really know if I could have done anything else about it. I do know that with being up in the middle of the night, I then would have a hard time going to sleep, because like you're kind of wired, and when you have a newborn, like I stared at my babies a lot. I just was with them. I held them a lot. I have no regrets about that. My whole thing is that when my babies started to sleep, when they got around 6 months or 8 months or whatever, they started sleeping really well, then my circadian rhythm was so messed up that I had a hard time actually going to sleep. And then I kind of had a little bit of a fear of the nighttime. Not a fear in the sense of like scared, but like I just know as soon as I lay down, the baby's going to cry. So it was like this constant tension that like kind of on the edge of my seat constantly. And so looking back, I don't really know what I could have done differently. Maybe just try to take more naps during the day, not worry about having the dishes in the house cleaned constantly. So that is something you want to work through, and just find a balance for yourself of how to take care of you. Get your sleep, take your vitamins, go for walks, eat healthy. It really does make a difference. And I know over the last couple years, my health has paid the price on different things of me trying to push business and do too many things, along with some adrenal fatigue, which I can do a video for you guys about that. If you're interested, you can write that below, and I'll do a video for you guys a little bit about adrenal fatigue and how I've been healing my body and all of those things. But so number 3 is date nights with your spouse. This has been huge for me because I love spending time with my husband. He is the love of my life. He's my best friend, and we have a lot of fun together. So one thing, when I was pregnant with my firstborn, and before I had my firstborn, I remember freaking out that, oh my goodness, I am about to lose date nights, okay? And so my husband and I, we sat down and just said, honey, I really still need to have date nights. I need to know that you're going to commit that every Friday night is our night. And he said yes, and we talked about it, and we said, well, we're going to need a sitter. We did whatever we could to make it happen with 6 children until our oldest was about 12. So for 12 years, we had been paying a babysitters to come over on Friday nights, watch our children. And you know what? Those are special times. The kids learned they had fun playing with an older teenage girl. She would come over and play, make like little snow flakes and stuff in the winter, and they'd hang them up and just have a great time. And we knew our kids were safe, and we tried to do the best we could financially to pay the babysitter, as much money as we could. And so that was a huge blessing. And we also talked to the sitter about what were their expectations and what they charged. And so you can also swap babysitting with other friends. We had friends that we had talked about that with, but it never quite panned out because we wanted a date night every week. And so for us, if you swapped, then you basically would do only like two Friday nights a month, which is a very great idea. I'm just super selfish about my Friday nights, and being with my man is, yeah, I want to be with him every Friday night and every chance I can get. So, and now that our children are older, it's so much fun because we can go for breakfast. My husband and I, we can go for breakfast, or we can, like, he buys stuff on Craigslist, and so I'll ride with him, and it might be a few hours on a Friday afternoon. So those are all really precious times for us too. So our life looks a lot different than it did when we had newborns. Okay. So keep the hope there, mamas. If you're feeling like you don't know how you're going to survive and get through these long nights, you will. It will happen. Number 4 is breathe. Yes, please breathe, mama. Just enjoy the moments. Just go with it. Take a breath of fresh air. Sometimes you might have to, when you're feeling frustrated, go outside and just breathe. I don't care how cold it is. Bundle up, go outside, breathe, say a prayer, thank the Lord, count your blessings, and just breathe. Just, just let it all out. That's number 4. Number 5 is learn to laugh. I laugh with my children a lot. I am actually a goofball. I do a lot of, when I clean and things like that, I play music, and it's Christian music. It's like worship or Toby Mac or something like that. And, that has been so much fun. My kids definitely know how much I love to laugh and have fun. And I'm, a goofball with my kids. And it's definitely paid off because I have 6 fun, outgoing, and on occasion we're all goofballs together, so it's a lot of fun. Number 6 is still dream, mama. Like, do not lose your dreams and your aspirations. Still look at your goals, write your goals down. I pursued my Christian life coaching certification. I went to school for that, did that, furthered my education, still working on that, still working on goals in that area as well. My husband and I lead marriage classes. I've led women's groups, spoke at mother-daughter banquets. I've done a lot of different things because I've also done businesses, network marketing, and direct sales. So I've kind of done a little bit of everything. But it's all within my passion and my gifts and what the talents that the Lord has given me. And so I think it's important for you to dream, to not lose those dreams, no matter what age your children are, but then also realize that there's a season for everything. And so you may be doing more things now that, or you may not be doing more things when your babies are little. That may be something that you want to pick up when your kids get older. So that's kind of what I have found. It's kind of gone in waves where I'm really busy, and then like when my firstborns, first 2 babies were born, my husband and I, we were youth leaders for about 6 or 7 years. Then we knew the season for that was to move on. And so I think you just have to know and pray about it and know when it's time to say no, when it's time to say yes. And it won't always be easy, but you can do it. Okay. And God will use you and grow in and through you in that. Number 7, I already said this actually, is have fun with the kids. I kind of said that in the laughing part, but yeah, have fun with your kids. Like, take them to the park, play with them. Don't be on your phone constantly. That's one thing for myself that I really work to be present with them. I'm not perfect at that because believe me, I want to be like, oh, okay, I'm on my phone, I'm doing something else. So I totally get that. But, we want to be present with our kids. We want to have fun with them and do fun things that you enjoy. So I love going to the beach. I love when they make sand castle things at the beach. I love that. And I usually have my phone with me because I'm taking pictures. We love camping. That is fun for us. I love hiking. I enjoy going biking with my family. I love mini road trips, and I love looking at the mountains, and I tell the kids, like, look at the season. It's fall here in Pennsylvania, and the trees are absolutely beautiful. They're starting to turn all these different colors. And so we talk about that, and we just look at all the beauty that's around us. So have fun with your kids. Number 8 is do not compare yourself to other mamas. Please, for the love of everything, sanity. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare yourself to Susie down the road raising her kids. Don't compare yourself to people online. I didn't have the whole social media thing when I first had my baby. So it was a different thing. And I had a really awesome mom support group. It was called Mom to Mom. And that was life-changing for me. We prayed for each other. We had email back then. It's not that been that long ago. But we didn't have social media to be like, oh, look at her pictures and look at, oh, that looks like fun. And let's just be honest, we all get there where, honestly, I have never had a professional picture of our family up until a few weeks ago. And I don't know if I'm going to like them because I personally would rather take the pictures myself. Just because I just like taking our pictures for our own creativity and things, and kind of just it works well for our family. But there is no need to compare. There is no need, because God gave you your children for a purpose, and He specifically gave your children you, and you're the only mom that these children need. They need you, and they need you to be in God's Word, and they need you to set an example for them. And so it's a beautiful task. It's a beautiful gift to be loving on our children and just being who God created us to be as an example to our children. And I have found, like, over the years, my children, they bring me so much joy, and they encourage me in the smallest little things with a hug and a kiss. It's just so precious. And just the things they say to me and how they pick on me and just how much fun we have. I just see how beautiful that is. So don't compare yourself to any other moms. Number 9 is it happens really fast. Yes. I had moms tell me this when my babies were first born, my first couple babies. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, do you even know that I never get any sleep? I mean, for real. Do you like my mug? I like this mug. It's from Burlington Coat Factory. It's really nice. But I remember moms telling me that, and I'd be like, you have no clue. And now, seeing how fast it goes, it honestly is like a blink. My youngest is 5, and I just cannot even believe it. My oldest is almost 16, and I'm like, I look at him and I'm like, this is weird. I can't believe I have a almost 16-year-old that's going to be driving a car. And my baby is 5. So go figure. So it happens so fast. Life happens fast. You have to take it time to, smell the roses, so to speak, but you really want to just kind of enjoy every moment with them, because the years will click by. No kidding. The 10th thing that I have for you is stick close to 2 or 3 very dear friends, and pray. If you do not have any of those, pray for the Lord to bless you with just 1 or 2 really close, sincere, lifelong friends. And if you don't know if they're going to be sincere and lifelong friends, you'll know as you get together with them if you have a peace about being with them, and if you can trust them with what you're sharing with them, because you're going to go through all kinds of things as a new mama. You're going to experience lots of questions. You're going to wonder what to do about different topics like shots. Do you give your kids vaccines? Don't you give your kids vaccines? You're going to want to know, oh, how do I use this? Or should I do this? Or should I put my kid in daycare? Or should we homeschool? Should we public school? There's just so many questions, okay? There's so many things. So just breathe and pray. And I pray that the Lord blesses you specifically with 2 to 3 really good friends, close, intimate, genuine friends that will be lifelong friends for you. I have found that God has, as many people as I have met, I have a lot of friends, a lot of acquaintances, but only a few very dear, close friends that know, they know what I think, they know how I act. I don't ever feel judged by them. I don't ever have to worry about my size when, I gain weight, lose weight, gain weight. I mean, it's no big deal, because they love me for who I am. They don't judge me. They love me. And they accept me for who I am, and they pray for me, and we support each other. I pray for them. We encourage each other. And it's both people that are giving and blessing each other. It's not just one person constantly giving or one person constantly taking, because that's not a friendship. That's that's you paying me for life coaching or something. So, I pray that the Lord blesses you with a wonderful 2 or 3 friends, even if it's just one friend to start with. That is great. Someone that you can trust, someone that is similar, like-minded as you, somebody that you can study God's word with and do a devotional with. Any of those things. I pray that God, sorry, fixing something on my phone. But I pray that you will find that in a dear friendship. So if you have that, please let me know below. Do you have a couple really good friends? And if not, I'll be happy to pray for you in that. And so I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm excited to do more videos for you guys. I pray that this encourages you. I know that I have shed many tears, especially whenever we started our homeschooling journey. When my oldest was 4 years old, I just really felt and sensed the Lord wanted me to homeschool, but then I was scared because I went to 13 different elementary schools as a kid myself. I was not raised in a 2-parent household. I had a lot of issues to work through with that, and I'm not that good with math, but what I have found out is that God is bigger than all of those things. He really is. So I pray that you are blessed tonight. I hope this encourages you. If this encourages you, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I'm very new to YouTube, but I would love to get to know you. And I would love to know, share below. Do you have a couple friends, 1, 2, 3 really close friends that you pray with, do a Bible study with? Would you be interested in doing a virtual Bible study with me? I do have some studies here. I was thinking about doing some stuff out of the best. Yes, it is a wonderful book. And I have a couple other things around here that I'm going to be sharing. And I'm also thinking about doing a Daughter of the King study series about Esther and some amazing women of the Bible, because we live in a day and age where we need that hope and encouragement, and we need to be looking to Jesus, not to all the craziness that's going on in the world. So God bless you guys. I look forward to chatting with you soon. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will chat with you guys soon. All right, God bless you guys.